Right now at noon, the American Ambulance Association bestows sky-high honors on a Chanute, Kansas flight paramedic.
And the rain beginning to push in, others just experiencing the cloudy skies and windy conditions. A look at the rain and that forecast coming up.
Plus, pet owners attend the first ever free vaccine clinic at JHS.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
A flight paramedic from Chanute, Kansas will be recognized at a ceremony in Washington, D.C. for going above and beyond in his efforts to save lives. This is KOAM News at noon. I'm Elise Snowy. KOAM's Melissa Alexis has more.
Josh Cavanis is a flight paramedic with EagleMed, and he was on his day off when he noticed a broken down ambulance that had a critical patient in it. That's when he stopped and jumped in to help. The program director remembers how selfless Cavanis was in that moment.
They needed help. He was able to assist.
Cavanis stepped in to help the crew start a blood transfusion and help dispatch a helicopter to transport the patient to Tulsa for more advanced care.
We're able to change a difference in somebody's life, and that's what it's about. Josh was off duty that day. He just happened to be driving at the right place at the right time.
Because of his dedication to saving lives, even during his time off, he will be recognized at the annual Stars of Life Awards ceremony in Washington, D.C.
A lot of our personnel don't get recognized. This one got recognized because he made a huge difference in somebody's life.
Being recognized for it, hopefully this will bring other people, and other people will develop an interest and see that maybe they don't even know about this career path.
Cavanis hopes the award ceremony brings awareness to his line of work and inspires young people to consider a career in EMS, especially in rural areas where there's a need. He says the use of air medical services are in high demand in rural areas. This is because of EMS and hospital staffing shortages.
Our rural communities are, I hate to use the word suffering, but they are, because they don't have all the resources, and that's what we try to bring to the community.
A community Cavanis is proud to serve. Reporting in Chanute, Melissa Alexis, KOAM News.
Now, Cavanis will accept his award during next week's Stars of Life celebration in Washington, D.C., which will run from Monday through Wednesday. Now let's check in with Chris Warner for a look at the forecast.
Yeah, we're going to start with a quick look outside. MoDOT camera 20th and Rangeline in Joplin. It is pointed back to the north. A lot of traffic out there, and it's wobbling a bit because the winds have definitely picked up across the area. Our camera downtown Pittsburgh shaking a bit as well as we get those gusty east breezes out there. Still dealing with mostly cloudy to just plain old cloudy skies at this point in some locations, and this is why. We have showers and thunderstorms almost on cue, starting to roll through parts of southeastern Kansas, northeast Oklahoma, and we can see we do have some lightning out there. And remember, storms don't have to be severe for the lightning to be dangerous. It's dangerous regardless. And all of this, again, the rain itself still lifting from south to north, but the waves slowly but surely pushing it off to the east. We started yesterday at 44, so a few degrees above normal. Our high, only a degree above normal, and we're going to see similar stats for today and for tomorrow probably as well. We are sitting at 61 in Joplin, 58 in Pittsburgh at this noon hour, and across the region. You can tell where some of the rain's been setting in. Take a look at Independence, Sedan, for example. Rains have moved through, sitting into the low 50s, even the Wada in 55. And then outside of the rain zones, you get upper 50s and low to mid 60s as we sit right now. Scattered showers and thunderstorms will continue. I do not know what happened to these icons, but you can see the rain chances are accurate. The icons are not. But scattered showers, thunderstorms out there, temperatures falling back to the mid-50s. We'll have another full look at your forecast. We'll take a closer look at this rain and how long it'll last here in just a few more minutes. Elise?
All right. Thanks, Chris. Well, this morning, the Joplin Humane Society held its first ever free vaccine clinic. Now, from 9 a.m. to noon, free vaccines were given to the first 250 dogs and 250 cats in line. The event began with a promising start as attendees began lining up 2 hours before the event began at 7 a.m.
Well, it's important so they don't get sick, so they don't get other animals sick, and also so if they bite someone, they don't get the person sick.
Today's event was made possible through a partnership with Petco Love and Friends of JHS. Well, hundreds of area high school students visited Missouri Southern's Plaster School of Business yesterday for the 3rd annual Business Gateway competition. The goal of the free business competition was to bring developmental and recruitment opportunities to area students through the spirit of competition. The event also provided workshops covering such topics as video podcasting sessions and virtual production in filmmaking and advertising, as well as food experiments. Now, the competition also provided potential Lions a chance to check out the campus of Missouri Southern.
Give the local high schools a chance to practice more, get ready for their business contest, but then also we want to show what we have to offer here at Missouri Southern. And so the students that come to participate, they get to meet some of our faculty. There's also events around campus that they get to go to and see part of campus and really just see what Missouri Southern has to offer.
More than 630 students from 32 area schools participated in the event. Well, Sam's Club in Joplin got into the spirit of giving yesterday. The wholesale retailer presented a check for $70,000 to Freeman Health System officials on behalf of the Children's Miracle Network. Now, the donation underscores the community partnership between Sam's Club and the CMN.
When we got involved with this is my 9th year here. When we got involved with this, it's more about what can you do in the community. You don't have to let it get personal before you make it personal. So we decide what the kids need and we go after that. May it be a piece of equipment or anything like that that they need a large funds for. That's what we set our goal for.
Freeman Health System is the local representative hospital for the CMN and is in fact the only Children's Miracle Network hospital in a 70-mile radius. Well, this season of giving will get underway soon here at KOAM. Now we're getting ready to kick off our annual Toy Box Toy Drive. For 36 years, KOAM and our community partners have collected new donated toys for deserving children in our area. Sign-ups are open now if you know a family who could benefit from this toy drive. Just scan this QR code for more information, including drop-off locations or how to donate and help brighten the holidays for some area children. Well, coming up, we have some advice from the experts on how to protect your home from unwanted bugs as the weather starts to change. And later, we're making apple cinnamon rolls in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. We'll be right back, but here's a live look from our Great American Flag Swap happening right now in Parsons, Kansas. As winter approaches, we're all trying to stay warm, but it's not just us looking for a cozy spot. Unwanted rodents and bugs are also on the move, seeking shelter inside our homes. To help keep your space pest-free this season, we spoke with an expert who has some tips you might want to listen to. KOAM's Lonnie Walton has the story.
Boxes, Amazon boxes sometimes. They can crawl inside of a cardboard box in the corrugated area of a cardboard box and lay their eggs. And then the box gets delivered. Sometimes that's how roaches get brought into your home.
Danny Dickerson is a franchise owner of It's Bugs or Us. He says there's many ways these unwanted creatures enter our home. He says bed bugs are rampant right now.
Bed bugs didn't used to be a thing so much, but now they're just everywhere. Travel's really opened up and they're spreading all over the place.
And let's not forget about those mice.
They find the smallest area to come into your house and they can get in the size of a dime.
Dixon says another nesting place for animals are leaves gathered around the home.
Trees will drop their leaves. The leaves will fall to the side of the house, which creates a great harbor site for mice.
Cameron May is a wildlife nuisance operator. He mostly deals with larger animals like squirrels and raccoons. He says they are often like humans, seeking a warm home.
So technically, it could be a number of things. It could be for breeding purposes. It could just be for staying warm, getting out of the elements.
May says there are things to keep an eye out for.
Typically, to find out if you have an animal or not, you're probably going to hear them first.
And for those bed bugs, Dixon says there's really one good solution.
Do 2 different treatments for bed bugs. We're always doing heat treatments, which is the best option.
Both Dickerson and May say it's a good idea to ensure all home openings are properly sealed to prevent infestation. Reporting in Galena, I'm Lonnie Walton, KOAM News.
Dixon says roaches are more likely to enter the home through someone or something previously in your home rather than coming directly from the outside. Well, still to come on KOAM News at noon, Mr. Food.
If you love warm apple pie, there'll be no holding back from these. Yes, they're that good.
And we're tracking showers and thunderstorms across the area. They will continue through the overnight hours. How long will they last? Stick around. We've got the answer right after this. Welcome back to the KOAM News at noon. So, as you can see, it's cloudy outside for many of us. Others, it's still mostly cloudy, and others are straight up seeing showers and storms. So we'll start first with a nice full screen view of our camera downtown Pittsburgh. Look at those clouds. Getting a little darker because the rain's getting a little closer, slowly but surely. And there it is on the Skywatch Storm Tracker. Now you can see too, there's been some lightning associated with these storms. So again, as I've mentioned, just because the storm isn't severe, that doesn't make the lightning less dangerous. It's still dangerous. You still don't want to mess around with it. And thankfully, we're not dealing with continuous lightning out there by any means, but still getting some of that. So let's take a quick look down into northeastern Oklahoma. So Veneta, Chelsea to the northeast of Lenapaw and now southwest of Miami. We've got showers and thunderstorms out there beginning to roll in. Now again, these are moving from south to north, but the wave is gradually going to keep pushing them further to the east. Off into southeast Kansas, again, we can also see we've got them over a much broader area. And what did we say this morning? Where is the storms going to be for a good portion of the day? West of 69. That's where they're being for now, but that will change as we head into the afternoon and then the evening as they continue to track on through. So the future track by 2, a few little fingers here and there, and then showers and storms getting closer and closer to the I-49 corridor by later this evening. And then by overnight, we'll see more shower and thunderstorm development. It'll be a little more widespread out there. Nothing severe, which is great, but we are going to get some additional much needed rain. That last bout of rain we got did kind of help out with the drought situation. It's still not fixed by any means, but the more rain we can get, the better, as long as it isn't too much in too short a time frame. This continues overnight. By Saturday morning, there's this boundary. You can see the wind shift line. So ahead of it, winds out of the east gusting to 25. Behind it, winds out of the south-southwest gusting to 25. That's how you're going to know the boundary is passed, is your winds will shift from the east to the southwest. Here's that boundary now by 9 a.m., paralleling, almost sandwiched in between the 69 and I-49 corridors out there. And by noon, it should be just about along a line from Stockton, Monette, and Cassville, leaving just a few showers, and back behind it, a sharp cutoff on that edge of clouds, and skies clearing as we head into the evening hours on our Saturday, leading to an absolutely beautiful day. And that doesn't look so beautiful now, but again, we need the rain. We will certainly take it. It is breezy, though. 61 in Joplin, east winds at 15, gusting upwards of 24. Heading over to Pittsburgh, temperatures sitting a little bit cooler, 58. East-northeast breeze at 14, gusts upwards of 22. And, of course, around the region, we've got a mixed bag of temperatures, and we've got cooler temperatures where that rain has been falling. And these are the examples here. Sedan, Independence, Nowata, low to mid-50s. And just about everyone else, upper 50s and some low 60s out there. Some of you, again, especially where the rain has already begun, you're not going to get much warmer than this. Neodesha, Chanute, Parsons, Chautauqua, as that rain continues to roll in, this may be about as warm as you get before the rain begins to cool you down. Elsewhere, highs about the low 60s, but again, some of you, upper 50s. We're dealing with the east breeze, gusting to 25, and scatter showers and storms. A few more widespread storms tonight. Still breezy. Overnight lows still above normal. So that's what I was saying in the almanac earlier. Today and tomorrow are going to be similar to what we saw yesterday, with slightly above average lows, but near average highs. Now tomorrow, depending on how much sunshine you get, we're looking at low to mid 60s out there. And again, once that boundary passes, winds will shift out of the south. And that's how you know, again, that the boundary's gone, you're done, and it's over, because those winds will change on you. Mid 60s on Sunday, sunny skies. And then as we head through the rest of at least the beginning of next week, rather, we'll have temperatures going a bit above normal out there. And then we get another cold front by next Wednesday, and that's going to bring additional showers and thunderstorms and also put our temperatures back down to a much more seasonable level.
All righty, sounds good. Thanks, Chris. Well, stick around. We're making apple cinnamon rolls in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. We'll be right back. Well, today's Mr. Food recipe is the perfect fall treat. Howard's showing us how to make apple cinnamon rolls in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
For the last month or so, our markets have been brimming with some of the best apples we've had in a long time. So to take advantage of all that goodness, we came up with a super easy, fresh as can be treat that'll be the apple of everyone's eye. We start off by peeling, coring, and cutting a couple apples into wedges. And as for the type of apple, I'd like to use Granny Smith, but really any firm apple will work. Now we place each apple slice on a piece of refrigerated crescent roll dough that we've cut in half and roll it up like so. Once all of these are rolled up, we place them on a rim baking sheet, drizzle them with some melted butter, and sprinkle on some cinnamon sugar. We'll finish it off with a splash of orange juice before baking them off. When the crust is golden and the apples are sink your teeth into tender, they're done. Let me tell you, these are just as good with your morning coffee as they are with a glass of piping hot cider. To get this fun recipe, simply go to our website and type in apple cinnamon rolls. It's that easy. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found an appleicious way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
We can find this recipe along with a lot more good food from the Mr. Food Test Kitchen online. Just go to our website, of course, that's KOAMnewsnow.com. Now here's a look at the 4-state market prices.
All right, scattered showers and storms continuing to push across the area through the evening, overnight, and into the first half of our Saturday. Then we will clear out and we'll be pretty decent Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, cold front Wednesday, more storms and more seasonable weather back behind that.
Some seasonable weather, about time.
It's rare that we get that, so it's nice to see.
So, absolutely. Thanks, Chris. Well, coming up tonight at 5. November is Alzheimer's Awareness Month, and watching loved ones deal with the memory loss can be heartbreaking for caregivers. Now, a facility is offering memory care unit residents a unique way to create connections and experiences with their families. Plus, the Fair Acres Family YMCA is partnering with a local organization to host the first ever Harvest Color Fun Run. And Southeast Kansas High School is honoring area veterans. You can join us for those stories and more tonight on KOAM News at 5. Lots to look forward to.
Absolutely.
And that's the news for now. Thank you for joining us on KOAM News at noon. Have a great rest of your day.